Hello, everyone. Are we live? We're about to be shortly. I'm setting everything up, and we're going to be live in a second or two or five. Uh, I'm going to get through this pre-stream. I'm going to see what the man, the guy, the boy, the pig roach has been up to. So let me pull up the nonsense thing, DSP Gaming. DSP Gaming, look him up, click on him, and hear him shout and snout. Okay, there we go. We're back. Except
Comms like Saved by the Bell.
Saved by
Started
the
being
Bell.
on.
There we go.
And
We're
Power
back.
Rangers was very much along the lines of one of those shows. And I remember when it started, I
And
was
we're
like,
talking
oh,
about Power
I don't
Rangers.
like this.
So
It's taking
welcome.
up spot when normally there would have been like, one of the cartoons.
Oh, and his voice is busted again, man. This dude is fucked up. He's destroyed.
Why is there a live action show here? I don't get it.
Why is there a live action show? We're gonna start from the beginning. He's talking about the Power Rangers actor that just passed away today. So we're going to get through that. But first I'm gonna skip through all the nonsense like I usually try to do and would like to do. Just let me get my layout in check because today I made a video, so everything is kind of messed up because that's how OBS works, I guess. If you put a layer on a different chat, on a different layout, it's gonna be glitchy or buggy or something like that. So let's put the guy on the screen, right? Before we begin to talk about him. You should be seeing what the guy is all about. Here he is. Is the guy. I'm watching the whatever he is doing, I guess a podcast sort of thing. Right, you guys must be familiar with podcast. You must know what a podcast is. For those of you who don't know, a podcast is when somebody just talks to themselves for an hour and a half and snorts a lot. That's exactly what a podcast is. Hey, we got the That Being Said viewers being forwarded here. They're being sent down the pipeline of positivity. So let's go, what is this, like 30 minutes ago? 22 minutes ago, to the intro and skip through this bullshit.
Um,
Um,
and
his voice is destroyed. It's ruined today.
if you're not aware,
If you're not aware, he's
yesterday
fucked.
live during the show, as I was doing the podcast,
Let's give a member shout out first. We got 552 of 675. So he got quite a number to hit. And if they don't hit it today, tomorrow it's gonna drop even more. So it's gonna get very, very depressing very, very fast.
I had some kind of an allergic reaction.
Hello, Chad. Welcome. There's no intro to this stream. You should have been sent here by That Being Said, because I was just on there, and I just told you to show up here. So if you're a good little cult, you're gonna show up. And if you're not, then you're gonna get ridiculed live on the internet.
All of a sudden,
All of a sudden, he
sinus
died.
started to pour down into my throat with postnasal drip out of nowhere.
He got that
it wasn't
drip going.
happening until I started the
Drip,
crap
drip,
all day
drip.
long.
He got that snort
It wasn't
Hogan.
until like the very end of yesterday's night stream of Sonic Frontiers, where my voice started to at least sound semi-normal. What I did is I tried to make an honest effort last night to not
Dude, he legit sounds fucked up. He's
talk
ruined.
that much.
He made an honest effort to not talk that much last night,
Very happy about
and his wife was not happy about that.
to relax my voice. And I woke up this morning, I was like, well, it feels a little better. And I started to talk, I was like, well, at least you can hear me now. But there's definitely still some residual swelling in there.
Bro, you're destroyed. He sounds completely different from yesterday, or from even the day before. He sounds like really busted up.
Obviously, I hope that it gets better over the course of today completely. And I don't know what triggered it. This happens to me from time to time. Allergies are a major pain in the ass for me. I always keep allergy medication on hand in case I get a bad day or a bad reaction. Yesterday I did, so I took it. That actually cleared up my sinuses, but my throat, man, when my throat has a bad reaction, it just basically is like, it takes a while, and I think it comes from a combination of factors, but I have been making this kind of content, talking to you guys pretty much all day long.
Okay.
Um,
Dude, this is not
when you
because of your talking. There's there's something else going on. Maybe he's getting like a laryngitis or something like that. Maybe he's getting some kind of virus about his throat and
It's
something.
now 2022, late 2022. So I've been doing this for.
Hey, he got 5 gifted subs. I guess this is someone who answered the call. Oh, this is Jade, an actual wheelchair. Big ups, Jade. I'm sure that. Uh, anyways, back to
11
Phil.
years of just talking all day. Most humans don't do that.
Most
Even people
humans.
who work at a
No, DSP, come on. Give me a fucking break. People talk a normal amount. You talk as much as other people do. Come on. Most humans don't do that. He's gonna frame himself as some kind of a like transcendent X-Men just because he has a ramble segment for like two times a day.
call center, even people who are radio hosts.
Yeah, no, yeah, they do that. They talk way more than you. They talk way better than you. They talk way everything than you, DSP.
They're not talking
Yeah, they are.
endlessly like I am all day long.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't. Like, even during his fucking gameplay, he's not talking all day long. Come on. Come on. Give me a break.
and so what happens is my throat definitely over the years has changed.
No.
You guys can even hear from my earlier days when I was a YouTuber.
No, maybe it's because you swallow your snot all the time. Maybe that's the reason. If you swallow your own snot for 40 years, maybe it's gonna affect your throat. Maybe I'm just spitballing. I'm just throwing it out there.
When I would talk, I would sound completely different, right?
Sounds completely different from yesterday,
I used to be
from
able
the day
to sing
before.
in like a high pitch. I can't do that
He
anymore.
used to be able to sing in a high pitch. Yeah, maybe when you were a kid and then your voice evolved and you grew up. Big ups Aja Man for the membership. You should be able to see the new video that I posted. It's gonna be live on Wednesday, so everybody can see it.
You
It's
know,
nothing special. It's just a video thing.
over the years my throat has completely changed. Being
I'm kidding. It's very special.
content creator like this. So when I get a bad reaction like I did yesterday, it's like bam, it affects me badly. And like I said, at least I can talk today. It's not severely swollen today, but I can definitely tell you it's still swollen in there. You could hear I sound a little different.
What if he couldn't talk? That would be a very interesting hypothetical. If he like actually his voice gave out and he couldn't talk. He had some like throat infection. How would he work? Would he have to skip streams? Would he have to do this like kind of a medium kind of compromise where he would just play video games? Very interesting.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I won't be so bad today.
Yeah, would he do it like Stephen Hawking where it would be like a text to speech? But he wouldn't be able to type fast enough.
It is a full streaming day today, okay? And it's a good
It
variety.
would all be typos and nobody would understand.
Today with God of War Ragnarok finally continuing nonstop, and she's like, I asked her yesterday, how far are you in the game? You've been playing it now for like
DSP Cat is terrible at video games. We've all seen the This Is How You Don't Play that Ludwig did about her. She's like actually terrible. She's much worse than he is in video games. DSP, give me a fucking break. Don't ask her. She's like genuinely awful at video games to a way that makes you question her intelligence. It's not just being bad at games type of thing. It's like, are you okay type of thing? That's what it is.
week and a half
The answer is no.
nonstop, and she's like, well, I'm on chapter 13. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? She says, well,
She's on chapter 13. And DSP is on chapter 7. The real ones got that joke. And the rest of you, I don't love you as much.
it up, and the game has 17 chapters, but most of the chapters have side content to do as well. So she's roughly, I guess you could argue, just under like, well, I guess she's maybe over 2/3,
Okay.
right? Because 3 times 6 is 18, and she's on chapter 13. 12 would have been 2/3.
Dude.
So she's just over 2/3 through the game, but there's still a lot to go. Like, it might realistically take her another week to beat the game, even if she plays it nonstop. She actually told me that some of the stuff coming up is very challenging, that the combat gets way more
Yeah,
challenging.
what's up,
for me to the
Cards
game.
Don't Lie?
And I'm like, wow,
Big
I'm
ups.
actually finding it kind of challenging now. So can you imagine how it's going to be by the end of this game? It really feels like a difficulty.
Oh, thank God I get to skip the Power Rangers segment. We get to skip a lot today. This is a very special stream. We get to skip so much. The schedule segment, the Power Rangers cloud chasing off a celebrity dying segment. It's like, damn.
As you play through the game, what I'm hoping is that
Big ups Style of Beyond for the sub.
You're gonna get more combat weapons and stuff like that. I hope.
Well, keep hoping.
For that fun. Later tonight, I don't so get it ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
Got upset with me when I told you I wasn't gonna play Pokemon. I was gonna do Evil West. Everyone was,
Bro, fuck off with this Pokemon shit. He's stroking his ego every single day because someone in chat told him, Phil, play Pokemon. Don't play Evil West, the game that people are generally not hyped about. Yeah, and we get to skip the retro ads segment. Ad is segment.
and for now. Okay. Keep balancing that with God of War.
And it's still a fucking schedule segment. Damn.
Multiple times I do wardrobe changes.
Wardrobe changes.
We play a variety of games that
Oh, we're begging for members. Hold on. Let's see the beg.
So,
that being said,
the only other thing really to talk about before we get to news today is
begging for members.
See, as a direct follow-up to yesterday's discussions, right? I said, hey guys,
today's stream is super choppy for some reason. Might be because I'm using Microsoft Edge, because Chrome died yesterday. I can't even run it.
Time in late October, I thought it was around October 21st. Perhaps I was mistaken. There was a giant membership bomb here on the channel.
Yes.
No exaggeration.
No exaggeration. We can see it dropped massively. Used to be on 800 something. Now we're on 500 something.
Membership bomb was between like 300 and 400 members. So it's going to expire all at once. Now, I'm sure a few members have probably chosen to continue on with their gifted membership, but not all of them. So you're going to see a giant dip of around 300 to 400 members at some point. And I was telling everyone about how...
And we're going to see a bigger dip.
Don't worry if that
You're going to see more of a dip.
Just the membership goal approach.
Oh, dude, hold on. He picked his ear very viciously, and then I assume he wiped it on his leg, which was, like, absolutely disgusting.
But not all of them. So you're going to see a giant dip of around 300 to 400 members.
Get a load of this.
And I was telling everyone about how
okay, we pick it. We're actually like picking it, and then it goes down.
The membership goal appropriate.
And the hand does something. I can't tell. I don't know, you guys. He might have done it. Kind of looked like it to me.
So that the Christmas Marathon event is
pretty nasty.
Because remember, that's what we're working for. That's what the monthly goal is, the Christmas Marathon.
Are you not gonna do it though? Is he legitimately not gonna do a Christmas Marathon if he doesn't hit that goal? Legit, is he not gonna do it? He's gonna literally paywall Christmas. So if Christmas happens and DSP doesn't hit that goal, he's just gonna sit there, all pathetic, and fucking telling you, oh, you guys, we could have had a Christmas marathon, but you fucking idiots didn't give me money for it. So now we're not having it. This is kind of like when, like if you're a parent and you tell your kid, if you don't get an A in geography at school, you're not gonna get a Christmas present. And you low-key know they're gonna get a Christmas present anyway, because you can't not give a Christmas present to your kid. But, you know, you want to incentivize them for doing it. But in this case, it's kind of not working, even though eventually I think some fucking asshole is gonna send him a member's bomb in the very last minute. So they can pay as little as possible to hit that goal. And he's gonna make that big victory lap about it. But, you know, it's still, he already made himself look like an idiot by paywalling Christmas. He literally paywalled Christmas. And like we just talked on that being said, a lot of streamers do a Christmas event where they paywall certain things and certain incentives are behind a goal, but the Christmas event is always free. You don't fucking paywall Christmas. You don't put Christmas behind a bunch of memberships. That's fucking ridiculous.
Where I dress up in Christmas attire.
Dress up, we drink.
Times I do wardrobe changes.
Wardrobe changes. But the wardrobe changes is only if he hits a goal. Remember, that's called it's a vest swap and a hat swap. And all of those are like, what, $50 away from each other? So after you hit the first maximum goal, which is like, what, 150, then he starts with the vest swaps and the hat swaps. Then is where it starts.
We play a variety of games that you guys nominate and vote on.
So not only is he putting it behind a paywall, and he already reduced the paywall because it was way too ambitious, and he obviously got way too greedy, but when that event happens, that event is being paid for, you're getting a further incentive to give him more money so he can swap the vest and he can swap the hat. Wow.
I drink, which is something that I usually don't do, but I actually have liquor and everything on the stream.
Okay. That doesn't influence the stream in any way. He doesn't get more fun. He doesn't do crazy stuff. You don't get to do anything special. He just get to drink. He just gets to drink a little bit of eggnog and some beer, and that's it. That's not a selling point. That's definitely not something that people are gonna show up to your stream for. Because last time it happens, you fucking fell asleep, DSP. And people caught you on video. It's still on King Jad's channel. And I restreamed it last year on the 23rd. And he fucking fell asleep while he was playing Skyrim. So give me a break with that eggnog and those drinks.
You know, that's all coming.
It's all coming.
During the Christmas Marathon event. I'm excited for that, for sure. But we have to hit the goal. And the goal was roughly trying to get around between 100 and 150 members for the month. Now, as you saw,
and that's how it's twisted now, that he was trying to get a specific amount of members and not getting to a certain member count, right? He wasn't. You see the moving of the goalpost? You see that? You see that?
Zero.
Very
With all
nice.
the new releases and everything, basically, this channel is kind of plateaued. And we're just-
Plateau. No, it's not plateaued. It's actually going down, DSP. It's time for you to admit it. It's time to accept it. Can't run away from reality.
Played God Hand SF5 got drunk and depressed.
Dude, that was an iconic Christmas. He was making apology videos after that for getting too depressed and having a pity party. It was so pathetic. It was just like next level of what... This is how you don't celebrate Christmas. That's what it was. Big ups KO and Doomer.
line, which is fine with me. As long as we're not going down, I'm okay. But it's kind of funny that I'm playing all the hot new releases.
There's still a, I think it's a Mighty D video that's called DSP's Depressing Christmas. You should go check it out. It's fucking hilarious.
It's not bringing anyone in. It just shows this channel doesn't hit the YouTube algorithm anymore. No one sees it. Okay? So, that being said.
That
okay,
being said, big ups. Now we got a kind of a voiceless that being said because his voice got destroyed, but I appreciate the shout out. We just wrapped up a stream. We can go check it out. Of course, after you're done with this one. Or else I'm gonna guilt trip you and call you a slur.
I adjusted the goal appropriately, and here we are. We're right back to basically the same, around between 100 and 150 members to hit the goal. All right? We still have the rest of the month, so we still have another, 10, 11 days. Actually, it's 10 because it's 30 days in November, right? Right.
Yeah. What about the next drop? When it happens tomorrow, when you show up on stream with your members dropped a lot, then you're not gonna need 150 members. You're gonna need way more to hit the goal. What do we do then? What do we do then?
So, if you were a channel member and you lost your membership,
You know
we
this.
get that Christmas be played during that day. So, please consider it. Or, if you're looking to support DSP Gaming in a big way,
In a big way.
between now and the end of the month,
Drop a bomb.
hey, give a gift.
Give a gift. There we go. Why don't you give a gift? It's the season of giving. Why don't you give a gift? If you're trying to hit a goal and you're very desperate, and the Christmas event might be out of reach, why don't you do a fucking members bomb? You do it. Drop like 10, drop 20, drop 50 if you're that kind of guy. If you're gonna flex about this being the season and you give nothing in return to your own fan base that supports you for a living, that's your living, DSP. You're not gonna give them anything? And of course, somebody asked him this in chat before and asked him, hey Phil, why don't you lead by example and drop a members bomb? And he was like, why would I give money to myself, you fucking idiot? Why would I do that? Because of course for him members is just money. That's all that it is. But he tries to convince you that it's all this more things that is just that. Very nice.
Of the holidays to your fellow viewer and gift a membership, or do a membership bomb, and that helps not only the channel, but it helps your fellow viewers as well.
DSP gives them entertainment for free. That's a thing that he literally would be living on the street if he wasn't doing. Not everyone streams for money. Not everyone. Maybe that's what he convinced you, but that's not how it is. Not everyone streams for money. That's what he says.
At this point, we now have hundreds of people, waiting to get the memberships at the ready. All right, so
We have hundreds of people ready to accept gifted memberships. That's iconic. That's iconic. We have hundreds of people. Let's see how many people are in DSP's chat right now. Do we have hundreds of people waiting? Oh, that looks like 20 people to me. It doesn't look like hundreds of people. That would be hundreds of people if somebody was sending view bots. That's when it would be hundreds of people. If somebody was botting and then DSP opened his chat and removed the sub-only mode, yeah.
tossing that out there. It's now adjusted. There may be one more because I do believe that there within a few days there was one more membership bomb, and that was only like about 100, if I remember correctly. I think it was about 100. So we may dip a little bit more by the end of this month. Okay. And if that happens again, we can adjust it again. All right. Cool. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Are we gonna move on from this?
That's all I really have to talk about in regards
That's
to like,
what you gotta talk about.
housekeeping stuff, schedule stuff. I'm just gonna blow my nose quickly.
Of course.
Jason, David with the power.
Okay, we're blowing the nose. Why can't he blow his nose when he's snorting all the time? When people are complaining about him snorting, why can't he blow his nose then? I'm very confused.
Into late.
But he blows his nose now when it's a problem for him, right? When it's a problem for him, he gets to blow his nose.
Years were in the 90s.
Oh, we get to skip the Power Rangers segment. This is trash. This is trash.
Much along the lines of one of those shows. And I remember when it started, I was like, oh, I don't like this. It's taking up a spot when normally there would have been like, you know, one of the cartoons day.
Yeah, we're skipping the Power Rangers segment.
Come to find out,
big ups to the guy who passed away, and rest in peace.
he's a ranger, a Power Ranger, but he's in.
No, we don't care about the Power Rangers, DSP, and your history of them. You have nothing to say about that shit.
Effects, you know, like it wasn't a suit, but it was like 3D rendered. Oh my God, the Zords look so bad.
We're still talking about it. What is this, like 5 minutes later?
Now, there's limited information
On
what's
what?
coming out, but for what people are saying is he committed suicide.
Yes, that it's not even limited information. It got published already. It got confirmed. So you need to go check Twitter again, DSP.
Who know
Skip,
person,
skip, boy.
the lessons you learn, spending time with that person or listening to them, then that person.
Oh, is he talking about mortality again? I want to see that.
It's really sad, and it's sad to lose someone like that. Absolutely, it is. It's funny because recently we just lost Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman in the animated series and many video games like the Arkham trilogy. Over the last few years, we've been losing so many people who, when I was growing up, these people were just like synonymous with you know, pop culture and media and entertainment. And this is what happens as you get older. What I'm learning is, as you get older, you just gotta kind of accept it, that everything around you gets older with you, and you're gonna lose people that at one point were very meaningful and influential to you.
Who did you lose, DSP? Who did you lose? A bunch of celebrities that you have absolutely no personal relation to? Get real, DSP. Stop fucking making segments about those people. You didn't know Kevin Conroy. You didn't know the Power Rangers guy. Yeah, it is sad that they passed away, but what the fuck is this stupid segment?
And, you know, a lot of it's coping. I understand there's a lot of sadness. At the same time, you got to understand that the fact that those people don't know you, you don't know them, they don't know you, right? But the fact that they did something so cool and epic in this life that it actually resonated with you into the point that you don't know them, but they're meaningful to you. Man, does that mean something, right? What a person who had a changing, long-lasting effect on so many people's lives. It really means something. And
that's DSP. When he dies, that's what people are gonna say about him. Man, DSP, man, he was so meaningful to me. When he jerked off, it really struck a chord with me.
if anything, you know, I say this all the time.
He says this all the time.
A friend or a loved one is as long as you keep the memory of that person within you, of all the things that all the good times you had in relation to that person, maybe the lessons you learned, spending time with that person or listening to them, then that person is never truly gone because they made their impact on your life and everyone else's life around you. They're not going to be gone.
Literally everyone says this. I don't know why he's trying to preach this as if it's news. Yeah, everybody says this. This is how people deal with loss. And yeah, totally.
They had that positive impact on the world.
I say this all the time, you guys. This is how it works.
Just don't forget them, right? And it's really is sad to lose someone like this, but at the same time, it's pretty awesome that he had the effect that he did, right? Again, personally, I'm getting sad now because I just don't.
Oh, he's getting. Are you fucking gonna cry? Maybe
losing someone like that.
Are you gonna cry? Maybe.
But he had a good effect on so many people's lives, and you know, just don't forget. That's all. You got to keep their memory alive. I think everyone can
Please cry.
understand that sentiment, right? Like we've all been there. Whether it's someone, again, from your childhood who was very meaningful to you, an idol perhaps, or even a loved one, a friend, a family member, we all kind of feel that.
Well, that's a big difference. It is a big difference between someone who used to be a friend or a relative or someone that you knew and some celebrity. That sure they influence you. They might have been a great person, totally, but there's a pretty big difference.
So that's the best advice that I can try to give everyone. As I'm getting older, I'm learning that this is just a more common thing. All the time, you're going to lose someone.
You had to be 40 to learn about loss and mortality.
That maybe meant something to you. And, you know, just don't forget who they were and what they did. And they'll never be gone. Right?
All right.
Yeah. So
DSP will never truly be gone, even when he dies. The clips of him begging and being a piece of shit, they will still survive. They will always live on.
rest in peace to Jason David Frank. And, you know, sorry to hear it.
Yeah, rest in
I don't
peace. You
really
better put ads all over this pre-stream.
know what happened. No one's going to know. Again,
No one's gonna know. He committed suicide. That's what happened. I'll move on from it.
stupid shit.
And it's
wasn't
stupid
really
shit.
one of
Something
them.
is
You know what?
stupid shit.
Power Rangers, were they huge at the time when I was growing up? Yes. But they never really were huge for me. I was into
And of course, it has to be about him. Of course, it has to be about him.
different things.
Yeah, the Power Rangers. They weren't huge to me, dude.
And a
We
Power
talked
Ranger
about
was
this for
really
like, what, 10 minutes now?
One of them. You know what I mean?
Big ups. Amazing.
Okay. All right. That's honestly like the one big piece of news. I mean, I could sit here and talk all kinds
And
of
that's
drama
it.
shit. Like,
That's it.
did you know?
He had to even make it a bigger segment than it was supposed to be because he had nothing else to talk about. So this dude that committed suicide was nothing but a talking point so he could pad out his shitty ass podcast and tell you what he's learned as a 40-year-old wise guy, a wise man who's learned all these things from his sheltered life as a narcissist and an actual hermit. That's all he's learned.
That Elon Musk unbanned former President Trump on Twitter?
Yeah, DSP, you've been crying about Twitter this whole week, and you've been posting shorts, and you've been posting tweets about what's gonna happen if Twitter goes away. So please don't be putting this clown shit, because you perpetuate that clown shit. You bring up that clown shit.
I don't care. Stupid shit.
Stupid shit. But you do that clown shit, right? You pull that clown shit on a regular basis. I don't know if that tip's gonna get TTS'd. I also don't know the message, so I should probably look it up.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you said
about all this
something.
nonsense. Gaming news, there's really nothing going
I don't care about all this nonsense. Why talk about it for so long, though? You made it a part of your streams to talk about fucking Elon Musk and everything he fucking does, right?
gaming news right now. I checked, there's really nothing going on at all.
There's nothing going on.
So nothing of note to speak of. You know, in that regard. So, all right. So what we'll do a few shout outs, and we have
Shoutouts and Q&A, because why? We have plenty of time, huh?
ample time today
Ample time.
for open like Q&A for you guys. So, let's do it, shall we? All right.
Big ups Garrido for the tip. I don't know if you left a message because I can't see it.
We'll start off with the first contribution of today, which was K Styles 1998, who re-upped his membership. Thank you so much, K Styles, at the ultra level.
The
Thank you
ultra
so much,
level.
K-Styles,
He's
for
an
the ultra level
ultra
of
chill
support. I really
supporter.
appreciate that. That's the highest level of membership, and it helps DSP Gaming the most. So thank you so much.
Yeah, but it would help more if you dropped a bomb.
As we already stated, Jade had gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you so much, Jade, for those gifted memberships that will obviously help us to get towards our Christmas goal. And Retro Parasite did a super chat. He says, well, Jason David Frank was going through a lot. He had a divorce, and then his daughter committed suicide recently. So these are the contributing factors people are assuming. Were the
Okay, let's
contributing
pick my
factors.
ear a little bit.
Again, unless we hear it from the person themselves, all you can really do is speculate, right? Thank you for the super chat, Retro Parasite, and the supplemental info as well.
Big ups for the info. You could have just read Twitter, just like you did to find the news. DSP, big ups.
After your Link to the Past playthrough from, I guess, from the summer, it was classic. Thank you for that.
Classic
I love Link to the
playthrough. Big
Past.
ups, dude.
Even though I had watched one of my cousins play the original Zelda and then Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, I never played them. Zelda Link to the Past was my first experience with Zelda, and I absolutely loved it. And that's why I always say that
Oh, that's
like,
amazing,
my favorite
dude.
Zelda of all time. And I also feel that it's a game that I want to go back to every once in a while. You know,
Okay, let's give
I
this.
don't know if my capture device for 3DS even works anymore.
Okay, we don't know this. You should throw it out probably, or just buy a new one. Have somebody buy you a new
Tag
one.
me in the chat. Let's see what you guys want to
Tag you in the
discuss
chat.
today.
Now we opened the Q&A, and we got
Um,
a lot of contributions so far. We got
Jason,
$1
the
in
first time I saw
tips.
Jason David Frank.
So this is gonna be, oh no, we're gonna be talking about the Power Ranger guy. We're gonna milk him.
It was on
We're gonna milk him.
Dino. Oh, Dino Thunder, and he actually met him in real life, and he loved the guy. A lot of people seem to completely share your sentiment and feeling about the man, Jade. Seriously, like people all over the internet are grieving today.
Yeah, they're grieving about a guy who they never knew.
Medically,
Sounds
you
good.
know, quantum physics. Do I know all the Harry Potter movies? Yes. Have I read the books? No. Do I know anything outside of the movies? No.
No.
So I'm not a big fan. I've seen the movies; they're okay, they're decent, but I don't know much outside of that. 672 did a super chat. He says, "Can we make the members goal 672 in my honor?" No.
672 is such a weird pay pig because he cloud chases off of actual fucking lolcows. And he would show up in their stream and just like pretend like he's a celebrity. Like literally in Wing's stream, people would be asking, "Hey, where's 672 today?" He was such a bizarre fucking pay pig.
But I do appreciate your super chat and your support.
I don't know much about him outside of that.
Okay. Oh, let's see here.
Let's see here, dude.
Daggy says it's cool that when I pass on, geez, I hope that's not anytime soon. You'll have all your content to go back to and watch and reminisce. You have left a large legacy. Yeah,
He's got, like, left a large legacy. The legacy he leaves is a bunch of terrible Let's Plays and jerking off, which is the one thing that everybody's gonna remember him for. And now we're gonna talk about mortality. This is bound to be a great segment. Let's check this out. Because he's gonna reminisce on the time, not even reminisce, but he's gonna discuss the time that he dies.
It's definitely
It's gonna be
interesting. Here's
amazing.
what I say that for. You could think of a celebrity, right? And you
Okay.
could think of like an actor. You could think of a musician. But if you think about all their content, essentially it's pay to see,
What?
right? Am I
What?
right?
What? No, dude. What fucking logic did this make? Pay to see.
Like right now, let's say I wanted to see the entire voice acting history of Kevin Conroy. Well, you got the Batman animated series, you got the Arkham series, but you had to pay for all of that.
Oh, my shit is free.
Right
Amazing.
now,
This is
any
godlike.
YouTuber, their entire existence
This is
much on-
fucking trash,
that's
dude.
free. Instant.
Yeah, I can pirate Kevin Conroy's entire career. I can go on a website and download all of it
Viewing of
and still enjoy it.
everything they've ever done, right?
Okay.
On demand. Instant access. And I've been doing this for, 14 years. 2008 is when I started doing regular content on the
Okay.
internet.
You decided to do it though. You decided to do it and you decided to put the responsibility for doing it full time. Literally.
It's pretty crazy to think about that, isn't it? And 15 years of my life shared with you guys. Live
Okay.
here.
Why? Why? Because it paid off and you couldn't get a job. That's literally why. That's literally why. Because it was making him money. And from day one, he wanted to fucking make money off of this. And then he told you, oh, if you guys step up, I could do this for a full-time job. And then it was, dude, be a part of my Patreon. And then it was, dude, please send me a contribution.
All right? It's pretty insane. And one day, that will all be left. Hopefully, because you don't know what's going to happen. The thing is, what happens when someone passes on and, like, who retains ownership of what? You know, here's something interesting.
Oh, dude, what the fuck? Here's something interesting. In a massive snort.
Previously,
That is very interesting. That's probably the smartest thing he said today.
when someone owns something and you
Okay.
pass on, you leave it in a will to the next person or whoever.
Okay, you own nothing, DSP. You own a bunch of video games. You don't even own the chair that you sit on right now.
Right? And usually you leave it on to your progeny. Well, I'm not going to have any kids.
Yeah, good, great, great. That's the best choice he's ever made.
I'm not. We already made the
His
decision.
entire
I'm not gonna
life.
have children.
The best choice.
So, if once, you know, my wife and I both pass on eventually, good, this is way down the line, don't get depressed, you know.
Don't get depressed.
Now.
We're gonna get depressed because the ESP is gonna die. I'm gonna get depressed.
But who would own the channel?
I'm gonna start drinking because the ESP has died. No one's gonna own the channel. Channel's gonna get fucking shut down. And other people are still gonna be dancing on his fucking grave.
Right? What would happen?
Right?
Where would the channel go eventually? Because the channel would still be live, the videos would still be monetizable.
Oh, monetizable? We're talking about money that he's gonna make literally after he dies. Literally.
It's self-operating on YouTube, right? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
He doesn't know. Well, you're not gonna care because you're gonna be dead, DSP. It doesn't matter. That's the actual answer is it doesn't matter because he's gonna be dead. He's not gonna be there to reap the benefits of that channel. He's gonna be dead. And he's not gonna leave anything for Cat because fuck Cat.
I'm not that far into it to really be thinking about
not that
shit,
far
I guess,
into it.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna be thinking about what you're gonna leave for your wife when you're on your deathbed. Is that what you're gonna do? Sure thing, Phil. Sure. Let's not get too depressed, you guys. He's not dying anytime soon.
Would I play Shadow of the Colossus on hard mode?
No.
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 I don't know, you know, eventually what I would want to happen. I'm young. I'm not thinking about that at this point in my life, you know. Maybe
Wait, what?
We inherit each other's stuff.
What?
Jackie, I don't know. See, obviously, I'm married. If something were to happen
Obviously.
to either of us, we inherit each other's stuff.
Stuff like
something
what? The PlayStation? Oh, you're gonna give Cat a nice PS5.
That, I don't know, you know, eventually what I would want to happen. I'm young. I'm not thinking about that at this point in my life, you know. Maybe I have to within the next 20 years or so, but that is true. I could just leave it all to my son Hortense, according to that news report.
Oh yeah, the son Hortense. I fucking love Hortense, dude. I love him.
Super Revives, I never saw that. He says, do you remember there was a moment in Power Rangers, all the Rangers for different seasons teamed up? Again, I saw maybe the first 2 seasons. I think I saw the last episode of Power Rangers I ever saw. I think it was like Zeo, because I remember Stronger Than Before, Go Zeo, la 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 la. Like I remember that theme song. That's all I remember. So there you go.
There you go.
Assassin's
Next
Creed
question.
Odyssey, a nightmare.
No, don't do that. It's terrible. There's no difficulty in that game. It's just the health bars get bigger. No.
No.
That's what a stupid question. Why would you even ask him this? You know the answer is no. Like, what kind of a fan you are that you're gonna show up and ask him a ridiculous question like this?
Not doing that.
He's not doing that. Some dead air in the podcast. You gotta love it.
I'm waiting for more questions. If we don't get any,
He's waiting
I'll
for
just turn the stream
questions.
off completely.
Literally
Say it right
stalling for questions. He can't even keep a conversation going while questions are coming in. He just needs to like actually sit there in be in like snooze mode.
How about
You gotta
voice
be sleeping.
acting? I would
No.
probably enjoy voice acting at the same time.
Bro, you can't get through a sentence without having a snort or a fucking burp or cleaning your throat. That's not gonna work.
With all my issues, I have allergy issues, sinus issues, throat issues. I don't think I could do it. I really don't. I don't think it would even be like feasible. I'd probably try to do it and kill myself out doing it and lose my voice all the time. So at this point, I think it's too late.
Obviously.
liked
It's
to do
too late. He's dying now. This is the DSP dying saga.
If a fan donated the Valve Index and PC to you, would you stream it?
Of course, donate a PC in the Valve Index. No.
What the hell's that? I don't know what
What the hell is that? He doesn't even know what the Valve Index
you're
is.
talking about.
Bruh. Okay, Jeff. Big ups for stopping by, Derek. See you around, man.
Will I do something special for my 15th anniversary next year? I have no idea. My 15th anniversary would basically be the anniversary of me putting out that video. Star Wars, The Force Unleashed Star Destroyer gameplay sucks. Because that was the first official gameplay video I ever put out on YouTube on the original Dark Side Filled channel. I think it was
Fantastic.
September,
Skip, boy.
so I don't know.
We don't know.
One, I can't remember the name of the other band now. They were both at a game convention I went to, where basically it was these game tribute bands who would play bands level music.
Band's level music.
And I really liked that because that was music from my childhood.
Of course, everything from his childhood he likes. He's still an actual child. That's why he likes to reminisce on it, because he's an actual man-child.
He was band, and
He
I
constantly fetishizes thinking about his mom and what they used to do as a child. Oh, I used to go to the zoo with my mom. That's why I bring all my girlfriends there.
hated it.
It's
The music
fantastic.
was in falling over and acting like complete general assholes. It was very not fun. It was a waste of time. What would make me buy PSVR 2? The only reason I would get a PSVR 2 or even play it is if there was an absolutely positively killer app. What is a killer app? A killer app is a game or piece of software in general that is considered top of the line.
A system seller. That's what he means to say, but he wants to explain to you what a killer app means.
You know, there's no way I'm dropping that amount of money. Games over the course of about October of that year.
Okay, fantastic.
And do some tourism and stuff up there. Maybe try some food I never had before and do it.
Oh, he wants to go to a place now, even though he can't afford food. Okay. Anytime now, Phil. Anytime.
What is one country I'd like to visit and why? There's
It's
many countries
Italy,
I'd like to visit.
because he's from there. A quarter of him is from there.
First of all, the country I'm closest to is Canada.
Oh,
I would like to
Canada.
maybe go up to like Vancouver.
It's
and
too
do some
cold,
tourism
dude.
and stuff up there.
It's
Maybe
too
try
cold.
some food I never had before and
It's
do
way
stuff
too
like
cold.
that. My wife has always wanted to go to Japan. At one point
Of
in my life,
course.
earlier in my life, I always
She's a
wanted to
fake
go to Japan.
weeaboo.
Then when I found out how expensive it is and how crowded it is, I kind of fell out of love with that idea.
Dude, I love this dude in chat who is literally spamming and going on sock accounts and saying that we can't handle free speech because he's literally spamming in chat.
But she's always wanted to go,
Literally.
so just for tourism purposes. One day I'd like to go.
Even though he was shitposting about dumb shit for the last like 20 minutes and got no response. This is like godlike. It's literally like a DSP fan level of shit.
For a vacation. I've always wanted to go to Europe. I've always wanted to do like, you know, England,
Some godlike spurgery.
France, Italy, kind of like a tour of Europe kind of a deal, if possible. But honestly,
Can't have free speech, dude. This is a troll chat. You need to agree with me on everything.
you know, sadly with my life situation, I don't know if this will ever be possible. Maybe one day, but right now it's just not. So. Okay. Visit Saudi Arabia. I think I'll pass on that one. Percival says,
Oh,
Wales
that's a
is
nice
highly
one.
recommended. Wales, England.
That's a nice one. That was a nice, I don't even know what that was.
Okay.
Yeah, enjoy your free speech.
Go to Brazil.
Free speech, by the way. I have the chat logs too. I can literally show you all the messages you send in a row that is literal spamming. So yes, you had a free speech when you weren't shit posting like this. You had all the free speech, my boy. You had it. And you can see that because my chat is on stream. Unlike your daddy Phil's chat. My chat, you can actually see it because I'm not trying to hide it.
Tour of Italy.
When you're not spamming like this, you could say all the retarded ass shit you wanted.
Be nice. You know what was funny? So when I was in high school,
How many sock accounts do you get? Do you know that you literally validate what everybody says about DSP fans by jumping on sock accounts? My boy. Well, enjoy the stream. Enjoy your time, wasting your time.
a teacher, he was a very older white gentleman. You could tell he was a scholarly gentleman. He was our Latin teacher. And he had always said he always wanted to go to Italy. One year he went to Italy for about 2 weeks. And when he came back, he told us all about it. Okay. And he was basically like, it was the best and worst experience he ever had. He's like, so the fun things you do, you see gorgeous countrysides, you see amazing architecture, the food, oh my God, right? Everything there is amazing. He's like, at the same time, when you're there as a tourist, everyone knows you're the tourist. So they are constantly hounding you in the streets. Can you spare some money? Hey, can
Oh,
you
they're
come to a
begging?
club? Hey, you want to do this? So everyone's
They're
bothering you
e-begging.
for money and scams.
For
It's like,
money and
half the time He
scams.
wasn't left alone. He couldn't just walk and enjoy this time. He was hounded by people like the entire time he was there because they said, "Oh, look, there's an American tourist. Get him!" And they all just like chase him. See, that's dollar signs. Get that motherfucker. Get him. Keep pounding him. You know, like damn.
Damn.
So
That
it's
is
kinda
pretty
like,
funny.
geez, you have to really, I guess you have to go in and be undercover, right? You have to totally like wear a hoodie
What?
and like dress up. You have to look like a local somehow. How would you do? You have to do research and try to look like a local. Because this guy apparently he just dressed up like he would go, you know, as a teacher at school, and everyone's like, "Oh, get that American right now! Get him his money."
Maybe they just heard you speak with an American accent, DSP. And it was easy to figure out that you're American.
It's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny, yeah.
Wow,
It's,
look
it's
at
very
this.
comedic.
I received a $25 tip
Yeah, there we go.
from Lisa Lou. And Lisa,
Lisa
Lou
Lou.
asked the following.
That's
If
your
you don't
boy.
mind me asking, what is Kat's
Person.
favorite holiday?
If you
I
don't mind me
would probably
asking.
go with Christmas. I would have to ask her personally, because I think everyone's opinions change. So here's the thing. Okay, here's how I should really answer the question. All right, the real question here is, what's your favorite holiday in relation to the part of the holiday? All right, because here's what I mean.
What?
Okay.
Here's what the real question is. What's a simple fucking question? What's your wife's favorite holiday, dude? Just answer with one word. Is it Thanksgiving? Is it fucking Christmas? Is it her birthday?
Christmas is amazing. You get to decorate.
Oh no, this needs to be padded out. Obviously needs to be padded out. This needs to be a 10-minute
Special
question.
food. You get to give presents, music, holiday specials. Everyone loves Christmas, right? Unless you work retail or you'll work in the restaurant service industry. Then you hate Christmas because this time of year is when all of the fucking assholes come out to play. They are dickheads. They're just like all Scrooges, humbugs, and Grinches to you. They treat you like dirt. They step on your face and they expect the world, right?
You do that too, though. When you went to the supermarket, they didn't have the thing that you wanted, right? They didn't have the thing that you wanted,
Oh, coming to
right? 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 And you complained to the internet about it. Fantastic.
someone's store. Oh, I want you to absolutely be my personal shopper and serve me every moment that I'm in here. Even though it's not your job. You walk into a restaurant, listen, I am the king of this restaurant. You must
Right.
serve me.
Burger King? Isn't this Burger King?
You must bring me everything I demand on demand immediately.
Oh.
Everything. And if
Okay.
everything is cold, warm, or there's something. Oh, and by the way, good luck getting a tip out of me, right? It's kind of how it is this time of year. I hate to say it. It kinda
Fantastic,
sucks
dude.
because
Kind
a
of
lot of
sucks.
people.
Isn't it the
There's a
season
lot
of
of
giving,
people
though?
to work these industries, and they're like so stressed this time of year because people are kind of shitty to them right now. So that would be my how it's a qualifying question. If you're talking about just personally spending time together, like we have usually a really nice Thanksgiving where we have a ton of good food, and then usually we have a nice relaxing night either watching specials or decorating the house for Christmas. Christmas Day, we have a nice day because again, we have some food, we usually share some gifts, watch some stuff. Just in general, a nice cozy day at home, which is really nice.
You have an
But
answer, though.
there's the trade-off.
Is this Ask the King? But no, now he needs to explain to you every single holiday. Every single holiday.
Work, right?
Ah. Yeah, the question is, what's Kat's favorite holiday? One word. Or maybe you can answer in a sentence and explain why. But no, we gotta talk about every single holiday, how that pertains to him. Because he's the ego monster.
Tip.
Ego monster. Thanks for the
Thank you so
tip.
much, Lisa.
Did you actually answer, though? It was Christmas, obviously.
Lou, I played your animation if you didn't see it.
It was Christmas,
So-
but people are being assholes because she works in retail,
An anonymous tipper
obviously.
says, "Are you afraid you will get jumped by detractors if you leave the country?" Yes.
No.
In fact, I've actually been told that at all times, there are detractors of mine standing at the borders of every major country with a bunch of bats.
Yes.
They're just waiting for me to cross to beat me on the
Yes.
way in. Welcome to fucking Italy, motherfucker! I have no idea what this person's getting at with that tip.
Right, but when you went to Connecticut, you were paranoid that people would break into your house, right? Right? You admitted that though. You literally admitted that. But now we're fucking we're making jokes out of it. Come on, DSP. Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Here's the
He was afraid to go to Connecticut because people are gonna break into his house because they made a bunch of shit posts on Kiwi farms.
thing, all right? It's this simple. Obviously, if I were ever to be going on a vacation, I wouldn't tell you where, right?
Oh.
After the fact, what I would
He's mega paranoid, that's why. I can't tell you I'm going on a vacation somewhere.
probably do while I was there, I would document some stuff, and when I came
Would document stuff.
back, I would then tell you all about the trip. Just like I did. Remember my trip to Connecticut? Right? All I told you was I was going to Connecticut. I didn't tell you specifically where I was going. I didn't
Where, yeah, we all know where you were going. You were going to your parents, DSP. You literally said, what?
tell you what I would be doing. You didn't even know I was getting married.
Yeah, because you hid it. You hid it. So then you could be a victim when you revealed it, and everybody was like, hey, Phil, you were begging. But then you took a break to go to Connecticut and get married in secret.
Right?
Right?
That would have been pretty dumb if I
Right.
told you specifically when and where I was going everywhere, because obviously there would have been problems, right? So that's why I don't
Mega
do that.
paranoid.
And then what I would do is just tell you about it after. It's privacy purposes. You know, it's not like it used to be 10 years ago.
No, everybody knew that he was going to Connecticut to his parents. They know where his parents live and all that shit. Like, come on, DSP. If somebody wanted to fuck with you, they would. They just would. You wouldn't. Your stupid paranoia wouldn't prevent anything.
I could travel, go to a convention, on a vacation, document the whole thing, no problems. Can't do that anymore. It's not even safe. People are just
It's not even safe. No, it's actually because he doesn't make any money off of it.
become so
Because nobody would watch those videos.
they've become so messed up on the internet, and I hate to say it, they feel safe. They feel like we can do whatever
They
we
feel
want.
safe.
As long as we stay on the internet to do it, we can get away with it,
What?
right? That everything on the internet is anonymously protected, and there's no repercussions for even crimes. I mean, crimes and shit being committed. They
That's
just
not
don't
true,
care,
though.
right?
No, that's not true.
So I'd be smart about it, obviously.
He would be smart about it.
So go Osaka, please don't say dumb shit on my stream. Just stop that right now. Greetings,
Stop
Cheerio
that.
Eater. How are you today?
Stop that dumb shit. Stop saying dumb shit. It's not allowed. It's illegal. And now Dead Air brought to you
What
by
is the
DSP.
meaning of my name?
What is
Philip?
the meaning? The lover of horses. That's what it means. It stems from Greek.
Philip means, I believe, in I forget what it is, but
Greek.
it means like lover of animals.
No, lover of horses, DSP. You know it. You just don't want to say it because people call your wife a horse.
Or there's a meaning behind it.
Oh.
There's actually like a translation.
Oh, we're bullshitting, DSP. You know this.
Like if your name is Philip, it's
Lover of animals or something?
basically like you care for animals and stuff like
Yeah, you care for
that. You
animals.
want to take care of them.
Give me a break.
You know what I mean? Like, not to say that I'm going to go out and join PETA or anything, but I think that's what they're saying is like you care for animals, which makes sense. You know, I've always enjoyed nature.
Come on, dude.
I like in our backyard, we get all kinds of creatures coming by. We put peanuts out. You got squirrels, you got
Of
birds.
course he knows, and now he's talking about his backyard's fucking squirrels in his backyard. What the fuck is this bullshit? He had a simple question. What does your fucking name mean? What does your name mean, DSP?
There's all kinds of stuff coming by. It's really nice.
He's a lover of horses. That's what it means. Philip, Philos, lover of horses in Greek.
You know, Jasper's an awesome pet.
Jasper. Now we're talking about fucking Jasper.
Liza sold it a super chat. Did you ever assert your dominance with Jasper when he misbehaves?
Yeah.
Yes. I give him a very resounding booping of the nose.
Oh, I thought this would be even more sarcastic. Oh yes, I beat his ass. Because he's been recently on his sarcasm game. It's been.
How do you spell your name?
It's been super hype. No, I'm not joking. It legitimately means lover of horses. It's not a joke.
Lyciver.
Yeah, you know how it is. He's a big pay pig,
to
DSP. You should
Canada.
know how it's called.
To Newfoundland, Canada, and that was for my office job before I was a YouTuber. I worked for a helicopter company, and there was a company that was operating a helicopter to go to and from an offshore oil rig out in Newfoundland, and they basically had screwed up their inventory. What had happened was our company had shipped them thousands of helicopter parts. They didn't own those parts, but they were keeping them in a warehouse where whenever they needed them, they would scan it, take it out, put it on the helicopter, and then we would bill them for the part. It made more sense to have the parts there and accessible and usable.
All right.
To help them just like customer service that. And I got a certification. I went to
Wait. We're talking about the helicopter company. Let's see it again.
and then they were going to use it and it wasn't there, so now they're screwed. They were grounding their own craft because they were being sloppy. So I flew out there to help them remedy that situation. We went through all this inventory. It was a huge mess.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so that was the only time that I've ever been outside the country. Everything else I've done has always been in the U.S. What exactly was my position at the helicopter company? Just like customer service rep, associate? I don't even know. But the funny part was, I worked there for almost 5 years, about 4.5 years.
All right.
Maybe the first 2 years I did customer service. After that, they had me doing everything else possible that wasn't customer service.
Okay, maybe because you weren't that good and they were trying to find a place for you and then they couldn't, so they laid you off. Maybe that's kind of how it sounds to me.
Like I said, they trained me in continuous improvement, or
They
ACE,
trained him.
achieving
They literally wasted his fucking time trying to put him to some good use and they couldn't figure it out, so they kicked his ass out.
excellence. And I got a certification. I went to like tons of classes. I think
Tons of
hundreds of
classes.
hours of training to get that certification. I've shown it on stream. And they had me redesigning processes in the company for them, holding high-level meetings of people in all from all over the building,
High-level
trying to
meetings.
fix processes and make them more efficient. And I did all this, and then they laid me off.
Yeah, then you weren't a meaningful part of their team, DSP. They don't just lay off people that have value like that. Then you were trash. They couldn't put you to good use, so they fucking kicked you out. Enjoy.
They never paid me for it. They
Yeah.
promised me the
And now that experience means nothing. That works experience means nothing. That knowledge now means nothing. 15 years after the fact, when you've been playing video games for 15 years and wasting your fucking time. So enjoy.
you do all this, don't worry that you're a customer service rep. We promise you this will lead to good things. You'll get promotions. You'll be able to do this later, long term. We just need to get the work done now, and then your rewards coming later for going above and beyond. When I finished this big project at my job, they gave me an award. It actually said, congratulations for going above and beyond the Call of Duty. You need to
Above and beyond the Call of Duty. Big ups. He got the Call of Duty award.
do this. This wasn't really your job, and you worked your ass off here.
They gave him a participation award.
me off 2 months later.
They laid me off. Well, get fucking cucked. Then you were trash, DSP. I hate to break it to you. That's what companies do to make you feel like you have some value when you don't. They make you feel good. Just like it's kind of their job to make their employees feel good, so they did. And they stroked your ego and they made you feel like the king of the world. And then secretly they knew the whole time that you were trash, and then when they got the chance to drop you out, they did. So get fucked. And you're also gullible as fuck.
Commendation.
He got a commendation. He got the silver star.
Scumbags.
Scumbags.
Yes. They spent
Now he's doing much better, by the way. He's much better without them.
all that time and money to train me, and then they got rid of me. Absolutely. They're that moronic.
They're that moronic.
That's what I mean. Like,
Maybe they spent all that money to train him and then they saw that he's still not a good asset and they dropped him.
why do you think the company ran itself into the ground? It was run by a bunch of idiots.
A bunch
They
of
didn't know what the
idiots.
fuck-
Unlike Burnell Productions that demands on panhandling to keep afloat.
They were doing. The only time that company was doing well was when the industry was doing well. As soon as the industry started to get challenged because of the economy turning, they fell apart.
Bro, he's literally talking about himself.
It was one of those situations where it's like,
As soon as he started getting challenged by all the other channels that were doing the shit that he did, he faded into obscurity to the point where only fucking trolls are watching him now.
when everything's good, they can.
And those fans that come in my chat and jump on sock accounts just to prove my point, and they do, and then they get ignored unless they spam, and then they break the rules and get banned and cry.
operate, but they have zero like big picture thinking of what would ever happen if things start to go wrong. How do we prepare? What do we do?
What about you, DSP? When you got the copyright strikes and you said that you had a backup plan and then you came on stream and it turned out that you were bluffing, you actually didn't have a backup plan? That's kind of funny.
They had no clue what the fuck they were doing. So the whole
Yeah.
thing fell apart.
Yeah, they should have made him a CEO. I think so as well. They should have been like, Phil, you're like the best. You're the most qualified customer support guy. You're the CEO now. Enjoy.
It's hilarious.
Whoa, when do I get to fire
Just
people?
think about that.
Fucking
I
idiots.
showed you guys the certification on stream. That was, I think that certification was, I think it's a minimum of 40 hours of training, and then you have
Okay.
to participate in like
40 hours is nothing, DSP. 40 hours ain't trash.
2 to 3 projects and run a project to get that certification. So that if you add all the hours together, that was like 100 man hours
That's like nothing, DSP. 100 man hours.
to qualify for that
That's
certification.
literally how much I made this month. 100 man hours that
Then
I
they
clocked
fucking
in.
laid me off afterward.
It's literally nothing, man. It's nothing. And he makes it seem like this insane shit.
They're that stupid.
100 man hours. Like 40 hours. It's literally just a fucking week at work. Come on, man. Give me a fucking break. How highly do you think of yourself? This is the kind of shit that like blows my fucking mind.
Bob D, we've talked about this already. He says thoughts on reviewers giving Pokemon a pass, even though it has critical performance issues when they memed
They're
out
shills.
titles like
They're
Master Chief
idiots.
Andromeda and Cyberpunk. Nintendo always gets a pass. Always.
They always get a
Always
pass.
gets a pass. Is that company still in business? I don't know. Want to find out? I know for a fact that everyone who worked in the building I worked at had to leave because they they basically outsourced. They shipped all the work that I was doing and stuff to outside the country.
Okay, let's fact check. Sikorsky Aircraft. Well, let's see what we get. Lockheed Martin. Yeah, I guess they got bought out. But Sikorsky Aircraft is an American aircraft manufacturer based in Stratford, Connecticut. It was established in 1923 and was among the first companies to manufacture helicopters for civilian and military use. And yeah, let's see what he's gonna say about it. Okay. As of 2014, they have 15,975 employees. But apparently, as he likes to put it, that company just shut down because it was ran by idiots. So let's look up their history and go to the most recent stuff. Acquisition. They were bought by Lockheed Martin, which is one of the biggest military equipment, aerospace, arms, defense, information security, technology corporations with worldwide interests. So they got bought out. So big ups. For $9 billion in 2015. And the sale was completed November 6th, 2015.
Wow.
Wow.
They exist?
They don't exist. They got bought
they're
out.
Completely different from who they were back then, apparently.
And now we get the DSP take. I literally read this from Wikipedia. You can go and check it. 9.0 billion. November 6, 2015. Let's see what he says.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh my God, there's a million of them.
Oh yeah, he can't find it because he wanted to dance on their grave so hard, and he wanted to be like, "Oh, these fucking idiots! I told you! I fucking told you! They laid me off." The company he worked at is called Sikorsky Aircraft. In case you're asking, you can go check it out.
Name.
Established 1923 in Stratford, Connecticut, where he used to be.
I'm trying to find something updated about the one that I worked
They're gone.
at.
Oh, the one that he worked at. Yeah, he wanted to flex on them. He wanted to style on them and be like, "Oh, look at those fucking idiots. They went under." Because I told you, man. They were like fucking laying off people like me.
Let's see.
These fucking idiots.
Wow, I can't even find anything that's
Can't
up
even
to date.
find it. Yeah, he can't even Google something. And look up their history on Wikipedia and go to the bottom where it says acquisition. And it starts from 2015.
Find a website for them.
No website, because they got bought out, DSP. And the website already exists, by the way. When you click on it, what happens? It goes to Lockheed Martin, because they got bought out. And it literally says it on their site. and it says view all Sikorsky, and you can check out and see all that shit that you can use to conduct military actions. But yeah, he definitely didn't like what he saw.
Let's see.
And then we got Sikorsky Credit Union, which is also in Stratford, Connecticut, which he didn't. He has nothing to do with that. And I think that still exists.
I'm serious. I can't even find like.
Yeah, it definitely
I
still
can't even
exists.
find a website for them or anything.
No website. Dude, they're fucking gone, those fucking idiots.
All I can find is third-party websites listing them.
He legitimately can't even look up Wikipedia. This is how brain dead this fucking moron is. He can't even look up Wikipedia. I'm on my phone and I found it.
With like minimal information.
Minimal information. You can see every single thing that ever happened to
Like
him
I said,
on
from what I
Wikipedia.
was to understand, all the customer service work and stuff they were doing was completely outsourced. So they don't do that anymore. If anything,
And that's the thing, man. That's what we were talking about today on that being said. He's so unreliable that he can tell you something with like 100% certainty that he believes it's true 1,000%. And then you look it up and the dude just misunderstood fundamental facts about the thing. He misunderstood the most basic shit about it. And then you start questioning everything he tells you. And now we get a Pigler salute.
if they're still there, what they're doing is that's where they have the helicopter parts and they still ship them from there. But there's nothing, and there used to be a big website for them and everything. There's nothing. All I can find is like yellow pages.
What a fucking idiot.
I can't even find them. I would love to see if they're still operating. How they're. I can't find any
I
information.
would love to see if they're still operating.
Opencorporates.com. See, there's no website for
There's no website. What a fucking moron. What a fucking waterhead. How did this guy make it to 40?
I have no idea.
How do people like this make it to 40? How do you survive that long as someone like this?
Yeah.
Completely helpless. Completely helpless. He might as well not even exist. He might be just an amoeba or a spore.
them.
Bleh.
Well, I wish I could have more
What a
information.
worthless
I can't find anything
existence.
definitive here. The last news article I see about them was from 2012, 10 years ago. So there
Yeah,
you go.
DSP, obviously, if you can't even look up something on Google, you are terrible at your job. It doesn't take a galaxy brain to figure it out. It does. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Can't even look up something on Wikipedia.
If I could go back in time, would I change anything? I mean, there's no real point. I'm not one of those people who looks back at my past and is like, oh my God, I made such a horrible mistake and now, everything's been horrible since then. I don't do that. For me, I'm kind of looking at the situations that I've gone through as like, well, I did the best I could, and sometimes I made a bad decision, sometimes I made a good one. But, I'm not a kind of person that's going to dwell on the past and be so sad or upset that something went wrong. Everyone always asks, what advice would I give my younger self? When I was starting on YouTube, no one, and I mean absolutely no one, had any idea what would happen or how it would work or whatever. The advice I would give my younger self is don't share everything. Keep a lot of stuff private. Anything to do with
Yeah, that's good advice.
anything to do with a lot of private things, going on.
So why? So people can't call you out.
Like,
Right. So people can find your own inconsistencies.
or what you have in your place, stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, like, when I was a YouTuber in the old days, I never had a work-life balance all the way up. I would say from 2008 all the way to early 2017. I never had a work-life balance. To me, my work was my life. You see what I'm saying? And because of that, I do feel that a lot of things suffered. A lot of, relationships, friendships crumbled because I was so about making the content, always pumping stuff out. I felt, hey, if I'm already having fun in real life doing things with games, why not just film it all and make money on it? Sadly, not everyone is all about that. I was, a lot of people were not, right? But for me, it was like everything's fair game, just immediately share everything. Oh, I'm eating a meal, share it. Going somewhere, share it.
No, it wasn't share it, man. It wasn't share it. Because what he forgets to talk about is that he used to spam those videos because of ad revenue. If he wasn't making anything off of them, he wouldn't be doing any of that. Let's be honest. Just like nowadays, he's not doing any of that because he's not making anything off of videos that make 500 views. Give me a break, DSP. It wasn't you trying to be open with your audience. All of that shit used to make him hundreds and thousands on thousands of dollars. He would eat a burger and he would make like 30, 20, 30, $50 from that burger. He would go to a restaurant and he would make up that money that he spent at the restaurant off of views. He used to do all that shit. And nowadays it doesn't work. And people keep calling him out on inconsistencies that they find in those videos and shit that he admits himself. And now it's no longer in his best interest to do that.
Playing a game, share it. Taking
Right.
a dump, all right, maybe not that.
Taking a shower, maybe. Maybe those shower videos. He would literally take a shower and review, what was it, Axe body spray and fucking Selsun blue shampoo. He would do that shit. Because guess what? That was making him hundreds of dollars.
But you see the point? And at some point, I think that if I had stopped being that
Would he
transparent,
legit make like 500 to 1,000 from a single burger video? I don't know about that. I don't know how much he used to make, but that seems a little bit too over-exaggerated.
of a person, that maybe people would have not been on my case for so many things like they were. To the point where now I'm just constantly internet stalked, you know, probably never would have got that back. So there you go. No, I've never been. I don't. Okay. Percival says, "Do you enjoy hiking?" No, but there's a good reason for it. I have a back injury now.
Oh, there we go. We can't even
Not
hike.
anymore.
We can't
But over
even
a
walk.
decade ago, I had a severely herniated disc in my lower back. I was also
Yeah, he's dying,
I
guys.
get
It's
tired and
terminal.
hurt my back. I'm screwed. I can't. I get tired. My back hurts.
He gets tired, his
what
back
major-
hurts. He's a 40-year-old, 75-year-old.
Your company would I want to work for if they hire you? No questions asked. None.
None. He doesn't want to work for anybody. That's the DSP thing. He doesn't want to work for anybody. Even if they hired him, no questions asked. He literally doesn't want to work for anybody. He would rather sit there and beg every day. Because why? Because that's easy. Because that is easy. And he's the first guy to jump on the easy train, on the easy bandwagon.
Zero. No.
Zero company. They all suck. I would rather sit here and panhandle for gifted memberships.
I much rather enjoy being my own boss.
Yeah, enjoy being my own boss because I can't fire myself despite my business being in the toilet. I can't even fire myself. So I would like to be my own boss.
That's
That
for
makes
sure.
sense. Yeah, that is for sure.
Keep in mind, I've now been my own boss ever since, again, I went into business for myself in late 2010. So you're talking, you know, almost 12 years. I've been my own boss. And this has been much better than anything I've ever done previously. Why?
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Because all you have to do is sit and play video games all day and panhandle. Literally, that's all you have to
Why the hell
do.
would I want to go back?
Why would I want to go back? I don't know, man. One day you'll realize. One day we'll find out. One day you'll know. And the fact that he hasn't found out yet why he might want to have a job is very alarming. It's actually dangerous for him that he still hasn't realized why this is not working out and this is not a good long-term plan.
Great Piggly Wiggly, thank you for the $1 tip. Yes, we already did an entire segment about Jason David Frank. We don't need to talk about that again.
Yeah,
Thank you
please
for the $1
don't.
tip.
Please
He's
don't.
just reiterating everything we already said earlier. My left sinus right now is swollen.
And he's
I'm
fucked
sure
up.
many others have had different experiences, but I can only speak to my own experience. Company where they offer you vacation and retirement planning, yes. You want to know why? Because in my life experience, and this is just my life experience, I'm sure many others have had different experiences, but I can only speak to my own experience. Nothing in life is guaranteed. It doesn't
Okay?
matter.
Especially if you don't put effort. Especially if you don't put effort. If you sit on your ass every single fucking day and you find the excuses to not do anything, absolutely nothing is guaranteed. Absolutely nothing.
If you're the most praised,
You're not.
rewarded,
You're not.
cherished employee in a company,
You're not. You're not.
at a moment's notice, they can go, bye-bye.
No, not to those people. Not to those people. And you can usually see who they are. And DSP was not one of them. He doesn't have any of those traits. Not a single one. Not one. This is the dude who used to stay in the middle of the night and drink. Admits this. He used to stay and drink all night and then go to work with a hangover.
It doesn't matter. Most of these companies out there, you're just a cog in a machine. They see you as a number on a spreadsheet. They don't give a shit.
Right.
And they see you, I worked in their company
blue
to
collar.
save them,
Hold
worked
on.
more hours than I was owed. Never. That's just the truth.
That's just the truth.
I was in a situation where I was at a company. I was supposed to be a customer service rep for 2 years. I worked above and beyond.
Above
worked
and
more hours
beyond.
than I was owed. Never got paid for them.
Never
Did
got
higher
paid.
level work than I ever did. Never got paid for it.
You were just a
Completely-
useful idiot, DSP. You were just an useful idiot. And there's a difference between the hard workers who are good for something and who are qualified, and the useful idiots like DSP.
Redesigned one of the processes in their company to save them hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
thousands,
When I was
millions.
done with the project, they gave me a commendation, a
Right.
pat on the back.
I wonder if that's because his dad also worked in that company and he got him the job. I wonder if that's why he got all this dick sucking that he received. I wonder if that's why. Or was it the quality of his work? I really wonder.
And a boot to my ass as I got laid off.
Right.
It doesn't matter. So
Yeah, it
when you're
does
your own
matter.
boss, essentially, if you go out of business, it's your own fault,
Really?
right?
Really? I thought it was your fans' fault because they don't support the content that you put out for free, right?
For another company,
Right?
at any moment, you could be the most cherished.
It's your
high-level guy.
fault.
Bye. You're out.
Why we gotta beg then? Why can't you take responsibility? Why do we have to ask people to click on the ads? Why do we have to ask people to become a member on Patreon? Why do we have to ask people to hit the members goal?
No, unless you own the company and you're the CEO or whatever.
Then obviously your product is not working out in your own company that you run.
No. I
Why do people have to decide what games you get to play and then you complain about it
don't think I would ever want
when they don't make the fucking money? Yeah, I definitely think DSP himself didn't redesign any processes in the company. I don't think he did that. I think he's saving up a lot of details that would have clarified the picture that he's actually not who he pretends he is. I think like Big Guy says in chat, he was a member of a team, and I don't think he did as much as he claims to do because let's be honest, it's Phil. It's Phil. He says that he goes to the mailbox and that's a part of his exercise that he does. He also says he's jogging. And he also says all that shit that turns out to be bullshit. So I'm going to take this not with a grain of salt, but with a salt mine instead.
How long was it until I started?
Because this is the
comments on my
fucking
own channel
dude who is happy to not have to do the daily, minute-long, short schedule because it's too much work for him. And he's glad I don't have to put in the work for that.
back in 2008, 2009.
No.
So my Dark Side Field channel started in 2007. But the only reason I opened it was because a few people had told me they were using YouTube as a way to document Street Fighter trips that they went on. So I'd seen one or two other people in the Street Fighter community like go to a tournament and film some silly videos and then post them up on YouTube. And I was like, I would like to maybe do that. So I did that. In 2007, I hosted up Dark Side Phil.
Oh, that was
I opened
wet.
up Dark Side Phil, excuse me.
That was wet.
And I went to Midwest Championships, which was a tournament at the time, and I documented it. The views were not good. No one really cared. You know, those videos pretty much went unwatched. You know, maybe 100, 200 views per video, if that. No one in the community really cared. Quite frankly, it was just kind of a personal thing for me. Then a year later, on a whim, I just decided to start doing gameplay videos on YouTube of brand new games. First, it was Star Wars The Force gameplay snippets. It was a hot new video game that just came. There was maybe a couple dozen. Dead Space talking about how once doing it, I was getting 1,000 views per video. If not, you know, that first year,
This is just worthless. That's why I'm skipping through it. It's just worthless.
I was just doing Street Fighter stuff. Nothing.
It's just shit that we've heard a million times before. Hey, you guys, I used to do YouTube for a hobby before I ever used to make fucking money off it. Yeah, welcome to the club. Thousands and millions of people do this as a hobby before they get a single dollar out of it. Welcome to the fucking club. You're not special. Especially back on the day where making money on YouTube wasn't even a thing that existed. You don't have to flex about it. You literally couldn't make money off of it. And when you could, you started asking people to give you a fucking PayPal donation and to click on the ads. So go and fuck yourself with this fucking self-righteous bullshit.
It wasn't until I started covering the hot new games. But again, this was a completely different climate. You're talking 2008, 14 years ago. YouTube was a different place. You didn't have people who come in with $100,000 budget,
What?
filming fucking studio,
What?
insane amounts of high-end capturing devices and lighting.
Maybe that's because they want to put some value in what they do. They don't want to sit in front of a shitty fucking camera surrounded by shitty fucking toys with a layout that they got made for free by some talentless fuck who's just willing to throw free shit at you. Maybe that's why.
in with
100,000 fucking budget, of course. All the big ones, they're all fucking shills.
fucking teams of people to play a video
Teams of
together,
people.
filming, skits, all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, that shit is interesting to watch, DSP. Your shit is not. That's why you got trolls and they got bankrolls.
None of that existed. It was just, hey, I'm just putting a camera at a TV and I play a game and I'm a little bit funny, joking when I play it.
Okay,
Caught up.
and then you shit on the Jews. Hello, Jew.
Very different situation from today.
Big ups.
And now the stream chat is completely frozen.
Oh, chat is frozen.
Would I consider becoming a vegan for a year?
No.
No.
Look at that power trip. And he's also being super funny in those segments, too.
Not.
Being super funny. Because you know, like, even before you even ask him a question, that's a meme question. You know, 90% of the questions are going to get this response.
Would I start a new channel to review different restaurants and
Oh yeah,
fast food?
that is right. Angry Joe didn't have a financial fucking backing, but he saw that if you put in a green screen and you make your layout like actual professional and you put effort in your editing and you in your skits and shit, people are gonna appreciate that and you're gonna grow. He saw that and he did that, and now he can make reviews that consist of his stream clips and him just yelling at something, and it can still get 1 million views. In DSP, a contemporary of Angry Joe is licking the boots of fucking pay pigs in the hopes that they would swing by and drop a fucking members goal.
See, here's the thing about this. If you're going to review food, all right, the best way to review it is fresh. Right? Let's be honest. When I order stuff for Feasting with the King, half the time it shows up cold. It's like, this isn't an accurate representation of what this food would be.
Oh yeah, he
In order
can be
to film it
objective.
fresh, you have to get permission to film in a restaurant. Most restaurants won't let you do that. They don't want that. They're afraid of bad exposure. They're afraid that one bad reviewer will ruin their restaurant. So most people will be like, nah, sorry, not gonna let you film in here. Okay?
Would you want to film in a Burger King? Like, really? Is this your excuse that they're not gonna let you? You would want to film in there?
The only alternative would be eat in your car.
Right.
No, I don't have the desire to start getting food and eat it in my car right outside the restaurant so it's warm.
Okay, let's say you get like one of those bags that retain the heat, right? You get them, you go to the place, you buy the food. If you want to be that guy, right? You want to be the authentic food reviewer. You do this, you come home to your fucking office, and then you eat it.
You see? So, honestly, no, I'm not too interested in doing a full-time like channel for reviewing food.
He's
or
not,
anything.
because of excuses. Just say you don't wanna, man. Just say you don't fucking wanna. Just be honest for fucking once. You gotta make 1 million fucking excuses. Just say, no, I don't feel like this is good for me. I don't really want to do that.
Like that. I just don't think it would make sense. In addition, I don't eat out that often. Once a week, usually with my wife, and it's usually a place we're used to and we know. I don't eat fast food often at all. You know, I've cut that out of my diet because it was so bad. I was
It's a bunch of
overweight from
bullshit.
it. So,
Right. Is drinking good for you?
no, I've never watched a food challenge video. No, I would not do one. I don't care.
Sure. Alright. Thanks for contribution. Do we get to end the podcast sometime soon? How long is there fucking left of this? Okay, he's done. Did he even go on break? I don't think he did. He go on a piss break? Oh, that's in a few minutes. Oh, very nice. We're blessed.
George says, it's not true IRL streamers eat while filming inside the restaurant all the time. Yes, number one, if they don't get permission, that's completely illegal. You are in private property. And if you literally,
Depends on the state, DSP.
to open up your
Even I know that. I might be wrong, but
phone and take a picture on private property is illegal.
it's illegal. What, they're gonna call the cops on you because you record a fucking vlog in a Burger King, you fucking dipshit moron? They're gonna do that? You think they're gonna fucking do that? Maybe. It's illegal. The feds are gonna lock you up. They're gonna show up with shotguns and attack dogs and helicopters. Give me a fucking break, DSP.
Now, no one cares, right? A restaurant's not going to give a shit. Oh, here's a selfie of everyone eating dinner. But you're legally bound to get permission to film on private property.
Mr. fucking
So-
permission. He didn't even get permission from Keemstar to watch his fucking video. And he's the permission fetishist. He gets a big hard-on for permission. Like he's a fucking male feminist. He gets like a big boner from consent.
If you go and you film your meal without permission, you're breaking the law. At any time, someone can get that
Breaking
video
the
taken
law.
down. They're
Oh, they're gonna take down the video. Burger King's gonna text you to take down the video. Hey Phil, I don't like the way that you interpreted my fucking Burger King establishment. Please take this down.
restaurant could contact YouTube and say, I didn't give permission, take that shit down.
Or are you for real? Do you have a precedent of that? Do you have an example of that? Maybe give one? Or you're gonna be a lawyer again? Mr. Better Call Phil. Better Chill Phil.
Now you're forced to do it.
Phil
right.
Goodman. Phil's Goodman. Oh, that's a good one. Phil's Goodman. Phil's good, man.
Now, if you get permission, that's different.
You
But
get
I'm not gonna. Every
permission.
time I go to eat, I'm not gonna ask the fucking owner of the. Hey, is the owner home? So I can ask him if I can film.
And now, of course, we gotta do this. Of course, we gotta do this.
Wrong, Stylist Jones. Completely.
Wrong. You see,
It's not-
he's here's the wrong fetish. He needs to call somebody wrong to power trip on them. It's that fucking true, you fucking idiot. Wrong.
You can film inside of a restaurant as long as they don't ask you to stop. Wrong. It's not in your legal right to do so. It's private property. Someone cannot literally walk into my house and just start filming.
What if I do that though? What if I do that and I beat your ass too, and then I run away before the cops catch me? What about that? What if I fucking break the law and I never get caught?
You can't.
What about it? You're gonna complain about it to the internet? What about that? You're gonna complain about it. You're gonna cry about it.
You have to get permission.
You're gonna cry about it. What if somebody breaks into his bank account and leaks his whole bank statements? What happens then? The thing that is illegal. Okay, Mr. Burnell? Mr. Lawyer? We have anything to say about that? You can't record in a Burger King. Confirmed. You're gonna get put in jail.
A restaurant is a public place. Wrong.
Wrong!
Restaurants are not public places. Who told you that? It's not. If it was a public place, you could just walk in at any time of the day, no problem, and not get arrested. It's completely wrong. A restaurant is a private place. It's a place of business. It's not public property. Who told you that? People have the weirdest misconceptions about shit. A restaurant is a public place. Huh? If that's the case, like
You have the weirdest misconceptions of stuff because you don't even know what a rainy day fund is, DSP. You don't even know what a man cave is. You have more misconceptions than about the world than those retards in your chat do because they're supposed to be retarded. You're supposed to be better than them, right?
fucking sleep there, right? What are you talking about?
What are you fucking talking about? Keep ridiculing them. One day they're all gonna be gone because you made fun of them too much.
Please try Jamaican food. I don't think there's much or any Jamaican food out here. I have never seen a Jamaican restaurant out here. No, I am not interested in Escape from Tarkov. Please do not donate it. Okay. Any last minute for questions, guys. Last chance. What? Out of war here.
What was that question? Was it great? Was it fantastic? Nothing. We got nothing. Chat is frozen. Phenomenal. What a godlike podcast.
What?
This is like actually like 15 minutes, 15 seconds of just silence in the middle of the podcast.
Oh my god. I'm just going to have a headache.
Don't read those retarded messages, DSP. Those are people that like you.
I'm not going to read it. I'm not. It's one of
Don't.
the dumbest things I've ever
No,
read.
don't point out that it's dumb as fuck. That guy's gonna feel bad. He's never gonna come back. In the end of the day, you're gonna end up talking to how many people are in his chat. Don't value those people, cause those are the only people you got, man. Look at this, not even a full page. How many is this? Big ups for the sub, Molark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 people. Phil. Those used to be hundreds. Remember, back in the day, hundreds. Chat used to go fast as fuck, boy. And now it's frozen. And it's all your fault. Because you treat them all like garbage. Even though they might be. They might have the stupidest messages in the world. You still are not supposed to do that shit. You're not supposed to bring them up like this, ridicule them. Just so you can get a power trip off of them. Just so you can feel like a bigger man, like a more adult man. Because this is the type of people you attract naturally. These are the people that gravitate towards you as a person, you as a human. Those 14 people. This what you got left, Phil. And those are the people right now watching him play a video game, by the way. Those are the people watching him play a video game. So this is your hardcore audience, not the dudes that stop by for the podcast to see if you're going to say something dumb as shit and laugh at you and then leave. Those people left. And this is what you got left. These are the people you got left. Hold on, I closed the chat erroneously. But anyways, it's those dudes. Oh, now they're a little bit more. Now it actually fills up a page. And Snow Carl, of course, Snow Carl is here. So he's the one who fills up the actual page. So big fucking ups. Amazing. Amazing.
Someone just said a place can be public and private at the same time. Oh.
Okay, ignore it.
You guys kill me, man.
Because you say a bunch of shit, right? You say a bunch of dumb shit.
Some of the stuff you say kills me.
Okay.
Oh my
Why?
God.
Because your natural audience are idiots? We all know that. And you know that too, but you recently started pointing that out. That's not good for you.
It's a public.
We can do that, because we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. I have work tomorrow. I don't care about this dumbass.
Place, but it's private property. It's public and private. You see, let's just take the rest of the day off before your head explodes.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry,
should.
We're gonna be playing a game soon. Hopefully, I won't have to listen to more nonsense soon.
Oh, look at this. I don't have to listen to more nonsense soon. Wow.
Rodham Electric did a super chat says, "Do you want to diversify your content?" Goal 672. What? Thanks, Rodham Electric. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Some troll reference. 672, the pay pig attention whore. That's the reference, my boy.
Correct. Being open to the public does not mean it's a public play. Good
Yeah,
lord.
okay,
Like streams today, I hope
you can literally fucking look it up. Just like you could look up Sikorsky Aircraft and see that they were bought out in 2017.
stick around.
Or 2015, or whatever it was.
Good gameplay coming.
Good gameplay coming, and you get the Happy Thanksgiving, and that's gonna be it. Let's see if there's gonna be an unrecorded style bag. Oh, and he's gone. Oh no, he has to go away every time to pick up a controller that he didn't take when he was rambling on stream.
Callisto Protocol. All right, guys. Let us take a brief break for me to use the restroom.
Oh, and now we get a piss break.
Will not basically be right back, and we.
And he's gone. Okay, I'm skipping a few minutes. Still gone.
Let's do this.
And he's back.
Welcome back, everyone, to God of War.
And I guess that's where we end. Because I guess that's it. So yeah, big ups everybody. This has been it. If somebody is live, I don't know why it says that being said is still live, but it's not. But if anybody is live, you can go there now. I'll try and forward you there somehow. I don't know how this would work. I guess I'm just going to take a link in chat and send it to you so you can go there. I think Ann Leet was live. Oh, we got Proper is live. Let's see the sub box to tell you who else you can go and check out at this immediate moment. Oh, there's a lot of them. Ann Leet is live. King Jad is still live. He's probably catching up on the pre-stream, so you can go there, play some bingo. Proper is live with a Pigwald. So go and check out whoever you want. I'm gonna send some links in chat. First, I'm sending the link to Proper. So if you want to check him out, you can click on that link. Second, we get the link to King Jad. This is the second link. I mean, you can look it up yourself, but I guess this is low-key easier if you just want to click a link. And now this is the link to Ann Leet, who is also live. And we got a Snort Burnell video, which is going to be the next link. This is the Snort Burnell link. And then we got the latest That Being Said that just came out an hour ago. All right, so you can go check it out. We had a nice talk with Piece of Peace. We talked about a lot of stuff, and we had a Q&A with chat and some other stuff. So it was very robust, very fun. That's it. Yeah, you can go and move on to the next thing you got going. I'll see you tomorrow probably for whatever it is. And we'll see. Probably whatever I put on my schedule, I need to check that out. That shit is on Twitter and on the community tab. If you care about it, you can go see what I'm doing tomorrow. It's probably a watch along. We're gonna sit through the pre-stream, and that's gonna be it. And that's it. Big ups. See you around. Oh, I figured out why this was laggy as fuck. My virtual camera was live the whole time. Oh my god, the moment I stopped it, it was all better. God damn. Ah, I guess the more you know. Alright, see you around.